11 worst student issues, and 1 bonus. They're not in any order. So let's just start with number 1 that I placed at number 1, but it's not the worst nor the best. It's just all equal value. Number 1 is arrogance. We have talked about this before. This is really a huge problem because it is basically people that think that they're further than I am. So even you would ask yourself why the heck they come by any coaching at all. But it does happen, and then they think that they're further than me. And then, well, that's the end of it. I can't bring anything across to you. I'm standing here with a real thing, trying to give it to you, because Divine Mother gave it to me for me to give it to you. That's how that works. I'm like the voice of Divine Mother for you, if you will. And I can't give it to you because you're not taking it because you think that you already have it. You already have it. You already know it better than I do. You understand it better than I do. And I need to learn something from you. So Divine Mother has no way to give you your true twin flame nor your harmonious union consciousness state when that is your mentality. And you are responsible for not having that mentality because you're blocking yourself from receiving the very thing that you came to me for. 2, projection. Yeah, so it is actually, in a certain sense, a little bit of a natural phase that you move through. But it does not work to stick there, to meet that phase and then like it. It doesn't work. It means that, you do twin flame inner work on yourself. And you do that a little bit and you go a little deeper, and that's good. And then at a certain moment, it strikes you as that it is me that did it to you. That wasn't the case. It's not at all like that, but that's suddenly what you think because it is too hard to accept that you do that to yourself. It is too hard to accept the mirror, and you will try to unconsciously point that thing, that emotion, that block towards another person. The twin flame, perhaps, maybe God, but when you're my student, someone is standing close to you, and that's me. So I'm going to be the projection screen. And yeah, you can almost wait for it. It is okay to such an extent that you can realize, now I'm there at that phase, right? Well, okay, let's take a deep breath, and you start to work that out in yourself, where it belonged. We can forgive that, no problem. Just make sure that you're not getting stuck right there. 3, resistance. Well, yeah, and isn't that a little bit in both of the things we already discussed here? Resistance to the truth, resistance to God, resistance to the twin flame, resistance to my guidance, resistance to Divine Mother, resistance to looking in the mirror, resistance to doing the true twin flame inner work that you need to continually do to go to the consciousness state of harmonious twin flame union that it is all about, and you need to keep on doing afterwards as well. And when you resist, then everything stops flowing, everything stops working. There is no energy anymore. There is no friendship anymore. There is no love anymore. From your resistance, everything peters out that had any value. So stop resisting and let the process fully take place. It will be a process that brings you to tears. It will be a process that brings you to tremendous heights of love and peace and just feeling so good. It will have everything inside of it. That's what you can be sure of. Anything that you can think of, any emotion that is humanly possible will be inside of it. And that's the beauty of it. That's what you came to me for. That's what you came to the twin flame journey for. And that freedom in all of these emotions, when you can have freedom inside of it, will eventually give you what you need. The deeper thing than all of that. Yeah. The true twin flame, harmonious union. Let's see. We have something more, and that is, this also doesn't work. 5, playing games, manipulating. Sometimes you have someone that is, genuine in some moments, and then that gets alternated with playing games and trying to manipulate me. And trying to manipulate themselves, trying to manipulate others, trying to manipulate the twin flame, trying to, and here it comes, manipulate God. But God, I already gave you something. I already surrendered a little piece of my heart. I already invested a small sum of money. Now you need to give me my twin flame. Now you need to give me everything that I could ever desire. Now. On my watch. Well, my time and my watch, right? And that's not how God works. You can't manipulate God. You can't manipulate your teacher. Stop manipulating yourself. Stop playing games. We can always, when we've arrived in harmonious twin flame union, play a lovely game that is really childlike and creative and has to do with sharing and fun and leisuring. But we're not going to play games with the real thing that you came to me for. That's a deeply serious thing. If I would let you manipulate me, if I would let you manipulate yourself, if I would let you manipulate God, I would go to God's prison, because I am not a good teacher when I allow you to do that. So I will stop you doing that. And when you don't understand why that matters, well, that's why you're not the twin flame teacher. And I am. So let's move on. What also doesn't work is 6, self-sabotage. Yeah, sure. So many of these things are in fact self-sabotage. I mean, you can do them, you can try them. Try it out and it won't work. You're self-sabotaging yourself on the journey. You can't cheat yourself to harmonious twin flame union and mission. You just can't. I will give you $1 billion in $1 billets, paper money, counted by me personally, piece by piece, delivered to you in a golden box at your front door by me personally. If it works for you to cheat your way towards your harmonious twin flame union and mission, that's how sure I am that it will never work out. Stop self-sabotaging and take it seriously for once. Thank me later. 7, being a consumer doesn't work. No, that doesn't work. Being a consumer, let me just hang back. Oh, I paid for some healing, right? Well, give me the healing. Right, let's just come over me a little bit. Yeah, I feel relaxed, man. I feel relaxed. Yeah, great, man, great. Well, thanks. See you next time, next coaching, when I will consume a little bit more. But, what are you doing? You're just training yourself into being or staying to be sort of a vampire that is passively consuming something, as if you're clicking on the TV. Oh, this is a nice channel. Yeah, that feels good, man. Yeah. Now the next channel. Yeah. Maybe you're also shopping around. Yeah, maybe you're shopping around. Let's shop around, man. You know, this other healer, they also have something real chill, man. You gotta hear it. You gotta take it in tonight. Yeah, so cool. And next day you take something else from someone else. Oh yeah, you know, I'm just gonna take everything in for as many sides as possible because, you know, that works. Well, besides, it actually really doesn't because you're just a consumer and you're shopping around. So you're not committed. You're not committed to the teacher. You're not committed to your twin flame. You're not committed to Divine Mother through the teacher. You're not committed to God. God will not give you your union like that. You're not showing in any sort of way that you are serious. You're just zapping around on the TV. That doesn't constitute any form of sustainable twin flame healing. So don't do it. And then we, of course, have number 8, thinking it is about outer things. The forms, the body of your twin flame. No, the one that you think is the twin flame. The money that you already have in the bank that you need to protect with all your might. Certainly don't give it to a twin flame teacher. What are they thinking? Right? It is about that my clothes are better, my body is sexy, that I will have the best hairstyle so that the twin flame will love me for it. Yeah, it is about, you know, there are very, very many subtle ways of actually thinking that it is, after all, about the forms, about the bodies. And that's not how that works. You know, you have maybe heard me recently even speak about how I actually did a lot of things with the body and clothes and food and whatnot to heal my emotional, spiritual state, guided by Divine Mother. But that is what comes after you've done the inner work. And that only comes in a correct way that is sustainable throughout time, eternally. When you do that by first understanding fully and committing to it that you're not the body, that it's not about the forms. That's how I changed my entire physical world to a version of itself that is beyond comprehension. So good for me and well balanced for me and satisfying for me beyond belief. It only comes when you know, you've realized in your consciousness that it is not about the body. It's not about forms. Forms come and go. But when you commit to that, well, indeed, it is some sort of invisible job here, to that harmonious twin flame union consciousness state, then the things will come that do have forms, etc. And they have the best forms for you ever. But they come automatically. They just appear. Sometimes quicker, sometimes slower. Depends on individual cases and what your heart's longing says. But you're not controlling that. And you don't believe that it is the thing, that the form is the thing, you see. When you think that it is about the outer things, you're misguided. You're misguiding yourself, and it won't lead to what you came to me for. So it doesn't work. So we have more. What is it? Ah, yeah, this is a great one too. Yeah, number 9. You have people that can't hear it, what I say. They just can't hear it. You know, you say, you make videos, like 500 of them, and you talk about harmonious twin flame union, the consciousness state, and they hear that over and over. But they don't hear it. It's like, it is about the consciousness state. And it's like, yeah, it is about my twin flame's form, isn't it? That's what you said, right? I just heard it. I say, it is completely about the consciousness state of harmonious twin flame union. Yeah, I know it. I heard her say it. It is all about the twin flames form. And the one that I think is the twin flames form. And us moving in together in one home. That's what she said, right? That's what she said. I know. I heard it. And then in the next video I say, it's all about the consciousness state of harmonious twin flame union. And you're going to be like, yeah. You see, she said it again. It is about moving in with your twin flame. Oh, yes, I knew it. You see, here's the thing. It has to do with a confirmation bias. That's like a mental psychological thing. You can look that up on Google and you'll find out that it's a real thing. It means that you have a preconceived notion of what you think it should be, and then you watch my video and then you think that I say that, but I didn't. And I didn't because I want to help you. So that doesn't work. So let's go to 10. Yay, we're already at number 10. Yes, you are, this is another worst case scenario for a student. You are not open for confrontation in difficult love and money topics. And you think that the things that are said to you as guidance about these topics are mere options. They're optional. Oh, my twin flame teacher just said to me like, hey, maybe you should actually try to confront your twin flame and really press him on this important value matter that you have. Really press him as hard as you can. And you're like, yeah, that's a good idea. It's like a great option, man. I will take that in and put it in my library of options. Dude, that means that Divine Mother says that that's what you need to do so that you will reach harmonious twin flame union. And you think that that's a mere option? Or like, again, the consciousness state of harmonious twin flame union. Well, that sounds like a nice option. But let me not be confronted with what's inside of my heart. Well, then you can't reach it. I'm sorry. And it's not optional. So, there you are, already at 11. The worst issue that a student can do is also, for certain, thinking they are special. So here's the truth. Be prepared. Here it comes. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. You're not special. You are a human being that has a deeper blueprint such as everyone has. Most everyone has as the deeper blueprint the two expressions of one union model, so to speak, the twin flame. And other ones also have something like that, but maybe they have a tri-flame or a 4-flame. But that's like so rare. Don't worry about that. Or they have two expressions in one body incarnated in this lifetime. Don't worry about that. That's probably not you. You're not special. You're human, and with all your unique backgrounds and stories and qualities and values, and that's beautiful, but you're not special. And all the things that you go through on the twin flame journey are not special. There are things that are beacons on the road, and you work through them. And that's wonderful work, but you're not special. If you think you are special, you can't reach harmonious union. Or you will only touch it and then fall out of that state before you know it. I do have a bonus. May it help you. What is problematic for students is when they don't want to do the guidance that I share. This is the most difficult element for many because they think they're optional. They think that they should come up with their own guidance. Guidance shouldn't come from outside of yourself. Guidance shouldn't come from Divine Mother through the teacher to them. Guidance should not be needed. Many things that they believe, but it's not true. What I say is what Divine Mother says, and I hope this helped.